We made it, we made it, we made it. If you've been following along in the Westminster Bible reading plan, we are finally in the New Testament. We finished 1st and 2nd Chronicles, and now we are in the book, the Gospel according to Matthew. So Matthew wants us, the readers, to know that Jesus is the Messiah, that he is the fulfillment of the Old Testament. Matthew chapter 9, verse 35 through 38 says, "And Jesus went through all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every affliction. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them because they were harassed and helpless, like a sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, 'The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest.'" And it says Jesus went, not Jesus wept, Jesus went. He's on the move. And it sounds like a third of his ministry is teaching, a third is preaching, and a third is healing. Yeah, a third is healing. Can you imagine that? Anyways, you have to go in order to see, and that's what Jesus does. He saw the crowds and he had compassion. And compassion means with suffering, or deeply moved because of suffering. I see the world and it can be overwhelming at times, and I think that's a lot. That's like that for a lot of us. But I've always been for the underdog. I'm a Blazer fan for life. I root for the little guy. And maybe that's why I've been a youth pastor for so long. One of my mentors, Bud Amundsen, said, "Jeremy, you are like a post. Not a fence, a post, who's trying to stop a stampede." Now, what does Jesus say to his disciples? The harvest is plentiful. Man, the crop is ready. And Jesus says, but the laborers are few. And that's when I feel like that's my call. If I was one of the disciples hearing this, I'd be like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. But what does Jesus say? Jesus doesn't say that. He doesn't command his disciples to go into the harvest as laborers. What does he say? He says, pray to God to send workers and pray earnestly. Isn't that what Jesus did? The next chapter, chapter 10, Jesus is calling and equipping his 12 apostles. So don't just think about it. Pray to the Lord of the harvest. It's his harvest. Pray that he would send the workers. He would send the laborers, because we need a big fence.